So if you saw the last video on how we resurfaced the deck, the super unconventional way that we did it, or I did it, it's also important to check the erosion of the water grommets. So this is a good example of where a water grommet goes. And it's a rubber or nylon insert, I don't remember, and they erode the cast iron, which is kind of amazing that that can happen, but it does happen. And CAT has changed the type of water grommets throughout the years, and they have a new design that works pretty well. But if you are just in-framing a truck, and even if you cut the counterbores, you might have excess erosion on these water grommets. So Caterpillar says nothing larger than 5 thousandths. So from this spot on the deck to the eroded area, it should be no more than 5 thousandths. Well, I measured a bunch of these before I did that work to the deck, and some of them were 8 and 9 thousandths, which is huge. And of course, since you have water running through here and then all around here, you may get some water intrusion into the combustion chamber or even out the side of the block, which seems like that happens quite a bit. I've seen a few motors where there's a water leak. So we did all that work to get the block flat. We measured the counterbores, we measured the liner protrusion, and it was about 0.06 across the board with a couple differences. So my concern was, well, how are the water grommets now? So let's take a look. So right now we have a sled gauge, which, by the way, you could buy this off Amazon and it's too long. So I routinely cut them in half because that works a lot better. But if we look at this, that's about 2 thousandths. I'd rather see them maximum of 3. Caterpillar says 5 thousandths, but hey, we're well within the margin of error for those. That's one of the worst ones. You have some that look pretty bad, but they're actually not that bad. So on average, we have a 2 or 3 thousandths deviation on these areas for the water grommets. Now, there is a repair for that. I personally know quite a few mechanics that fill it with JB Weld and then file it flat, and I've never done that before, but there is a repair where it's a mobile repair, and you can have a guy come out and do it, and he counterbores it, and then he presses in a stainless steel insert. And of course, that's the best way to go. But since I'm not counterboring the block, I'm not going to do that either. And just goes to show you that although unconventional, the way I sanded it and the way I did it, it's an unconventional repair. And who knows if it's going to last or not. The experts say no. But it did make a huge difference on the amount that those water grommets were out. You know, like I said, they were, you know, some were 6, some were 8 thousandths. They were pretty far out. And now we're looking at 2 and 3 thousandths. So not only did we get the deck flat, but we also cured a lot of those problems with the water grommet erosion.